of a company, Black Series Edition LLC. I left the mic open so people, excuse me, can come in and, well, actually, not people can come in and talk. We advise our customers do not basically reply on this channel when we have an open mic. This is basically strictly for the scammers and the naysayers who come on here. We give them a chance to be back up what they're doing at the end of the day, which is clearly scamming customers. So right here, this is another scam that popped up. I was in here getting detailed recordings for a second lawsuit that we have against Jamie for basically similarity of basically trying to make labels, use a company's name. I don't care if you mix it around, you still can be sued for it because it's called similarity. You can't do that. This will get you sued. So getting some information for the lawsuit we're going to have against some second lawsuit. Well, not second lawsuits, quite a few we got for him. But this is the second lawsuit for copyright infringements. So as I was in here getting the pictures and things that we need for the attorneys, I'm looking at something he has up here on the page that doesn't look right. So I told you before that Jamie owes Universal Studio quite a lot of money due to the fact that he profited off the name Frankenstein without paying out any royalties. This is a person at the end of the day that you're going to trust with your credit card information who's basically going to court for multiple terms of fraud. So one of the problems we have there is, not the problems, but something we found interesting. We noticed that every last Frankenstein video is missing. We can't find any of them. Of course, I had one. That's basically about it. I don't know if anybody else has copies, but we have the one. Also, too, we have the unboxing show. He sold the product to us, and we bought the product multiple times through different forms of receipts. So deleting the videos, changing the name of it is not going to help you at all, period. So one of the things I noticed as I'm looking on the site, he's got a product on here called Crow's Crystal Mix, Crow's Dark Crystal Mix. This product doesn't even exist. There is no videos, no demonstrations, nothing on this product. He's been selling it, it's on sale for $60. So how are you selling something that doesn't even exist? There's no pictures on the product. I guess right here, this is supposed to be the product and the pictures on it. This is what it's supposed to be. So how do you have pictures here on this product, but we can't find anything on it? If I hit the back button for a Google search, am I going to find anything that's going to actually say under the Dark Crystal Mix? Let me come over here so I can show you. No, it's talking about lobsters. Matter of fact, it don't even mention the product the Frankenstein he had on here. It's just mentioning something else. Can we go through a search on this? See if we can find the source of the image. So, okay. Here's the source of the image right there. Doesn't even say anything about his products at all. It's just basically stating that this is something to do with an LG OLED TV. And this is something for electronic images, but there's nothing there at all. Basically not even stating to the Frankenstein. So I don't know what's going on with that right there with the image and all, but there's nothing there matching that product at all. Let's go back over here for a minute. Now, Jamie, you may take this as a form of hate. There's no hatred towards you, man. Like I said, what we're going to do is settle in court. But clearly, I can show here that you are scamming customers again because that product doesn't exist. We can't find it. And this is supposed to be the product right here. Mind you, we did pre-records on all this, so we know all this was attached to the Frankenstein. So what Jamie did was he came in here, he changed his name to something called Dark Crystal Mix, a fake name, under the same cheat sheet that he has for the Frankenstein. That's all he did. And he's trying to charge people $60. Now, if you're basically changing the name of your product, you can do that with no problem whatsoever. As long as you can show that this product actually does exist. If you're changing your name to random things in your shopping carts, or basically telling people that this is what they're getting, this is what they're not getting, that's considered to be fraud. So $60, this is what he's charging. This is where we came up and tried to find the product right here. Sorry, wrong one. We need that for court. We have over here, we changed it multiple times. So I changed it over to Crow 1176 Dark Crystal Mix. And the only thing we get is customers right here. And this is on the UB mix. Has nothing to do, or the hybrid mix. On the hybrid mix will be under dark. Under the hybrid mix and under the UB mix, as you can see. So there's nothing there. And there's another guy over here clowning him because, again, I guess he scammed the daylights out of him. That's basically about it. There's nothing else there on the product. Not a thing. The first four should have popped up, should have been under him. So let's change the name out. It's not under Crow 1176. Let's change the name out to just plain Crow. All right, put it there. Sorry, I got my things set up different. I just figured it out today. I gotta hit my enter for that. Nothing at all. Just our video popping up telling you that Dark Crystal Mix doesn't exist. So how is it 60 bucks? There's nothing there. You know what comes up under that? Under what we just posted? We're the only video posting on this product because the product doesn't exist. This is all Dark Crystal. This is for the movie that came out in 1982. There's nothing here at all talking anything about Jamie's product, which doesn't exist. The only videos you're going to see pop up are going to be ours. Now, you can't show any test demonstrations because, again, number one, you don't test your products. And number two, how are you going to test a product that you've already started selling? The only videos you're going to see pop up from now on are going to be ours. That's why we're going to do 4 videos a day. And the only videos you will see when you search for it will be us. Because we're the only ones who have not only demonstrations, they can show you the product doesn't exist. Show me one. That's my first one that just popped up. There'll be a second one popping underneath that one. Okay, let's change it up. We did Crow already. These are all the different searches that we put in for it already. We put down Crow's Dark Crystal Mix. Crow's Dark Crystal Mix with apostrophe S, and we put Crow's Dark Crystal Mix at 1176. Let's see if that pops up. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to come in, we're going to put it exactly as it's described on the website. Just to show you that we're not changing anything around. This is the product right here. Copy and paste this, and go over to. And I love for you, now you guys are running your mouth so much on my channel about how he failed miserably in making the product. Yeah, our product does not come up great. Clearly, the fact that you had arguments and you were trying to discuss and try to justify that clearly showed that you don't know color at the end of the day. Because every forum site that I posted it to, they all said the same thing. It's gray. I've never heard of painting something with a roller in it coming up a different color than what I was painting. That's the dumbest thing ever. That's you guys basically at the end of the day just crying. So cry about this one too. I got something more for you to cry about. So we just copied and pasted directly off the website. Let's see. Let's hit that button and see what pops up. No, just us. We're the only ones that pop up. Your product is fake. It's not even real. It doesn't even exist. There are no video demonstrations, nothing on it whatsoever. Doesn't even exist. How do you explain that, Jamie? Gee whiz, I swear this guy just constantly just scams people all day long. Let me see. Let's go look at the other products. Let's see if they pull up. Pretty sure they should, because there should be demonstrations under these products. So let's go to the first one under the hybrid mix. Let's copy and paste that one and see if it does exist. It should be the first 3 that pop up. Now, you see the first video that pops up? See how it says hybrid? That's how that product should have popped up. If I type in any one of my screen paints, guess what pops up first? Nobody else is going to pop up. It would be us because it's our product. And this is not even by you. This is from another customer. You don't even have any sort of the test demonstration at some point. We already did that demonstration. He has no tests under his products. So, again, And I see you're basically blocking your channel again. You're changing it to, why is it all gray? What are you doing now? What are you hiding from now? Always hiding. He has a habit of also too changing his icon, trying to block it out as much as possible. You can see he changed his name to Crow. At the end of the day, what happened to the 1176? Trying to distance yourself again, trying to slowly erase things so people don't realize it's you at the end of the day. But again, that product didn't pop up. This product did, but not that one. All right, there's no customers with it. How are you something? Okay, we don't leave that one alone. There's no, customers underneath of it. Nothing. There's no trace of anything. Let's go pull another one. From the hybrant, let's go over to, we did the hybrant, right? There we go. Let's go pop over to the 2.0. Let's see if this one pops up. Metallica Mix 2.0. Guess what pops up in the Metallica Mix 2.0? First video pops up is us, because we had it, we tested it, and it didn't do well. It actually failed quite miserably. When we pop up before you. You don't have, I find this interesting that you don't have any form of real test on this product at all, period. Not only are we popping up first, we're popping up before you. This is your own demonstration, your own product, Metallica Mix 2.0. How am I the first one to pop up on that video? That shows you've been deleting a ton of videos. He used to have a lot of videos for the Metallica 2.0. He's been deleting videos left and right on his account. How are we popping up first? So if anyone does a search on this, guess who pops up first? We do. We're testing on your product. That doesn't go well at all. What about this? We have this one right here. Just one right here. This is me right here. This is somebody right here. This is somebody. You're not even on here. You got one video. That's it. Gee whiz. But at least there's one video on there. And I bet you're sitting in the dark. Are we gonna be on the dark on this one? Let me pull this back some. Of course, we're definitely in the dark. You're always in the dark. Product don't work. We did the product in a fully lit environment. It washed out. Of course, always in the dark. No testing at all. This is our test on your product. There it is right there. Contender looks familiar? Yeah, that's his product. That's when he was shipping products to us that basically weren't tampered with. And then when it got to a point where we tested enough of his products and they weren't doing too well, and the tests were doing fully lit environments, everything he wasn't doing in his demonstrations, then he started sending us faulty stuff. That's your signature, ain't it? Right there with the smiley face. Gee whiz. It also matches your signature when you write Crow is the best. My goodness. All right, so we found on this one, it was a port. We found, you came up first, number one. He had one demonstration in the dark and the rest was somebody else. So that was it right there. All right, let's go over here and let's do a search for the Cinemax. Let me see we're in this one right here. Oh, I noticed something too. Your channel icon is now gray. You have to remove that too. You want to see it, people? There you go. So Crow has changed his icon to gray. You know why? Because Crow's been getting a lot of heat. We know he's been getting a lot of heat. There's a lot of stuff popping up on Jamie right now, and it's not good. He's got multiple lawsuits. He's got criminal charges. We found out that if we take the second copyright claim to civil court, we can get him 5 years easily because it's federal court. That's why. So that's why we're going to push for not go to the CCB on this one. We're going to go to federal court because we're actually pushing for 5 years for copyright infringements. And that's, I think they said, starting point for that is $250,000, and they can go to a couple of million up, depending on how much dumb stuff he's done that they're prosecuting for. But if he's basically guilty, that's 5 years in jail. That's why we're pushing for civil court. So you can see this bit by bit, you'll see Jamie trying to disappear. As you can see, if you look at his icon right here, it's gray. He's even changed his name from the 1176 to now to just Crow. Also, you watch his products drop dramatically on his website, which means, again, people are questioning his product, asking him to do the side-by-side to the test, something he can't do. Kind of looks like you're in hiding, like you're running. So what do we have here? We have, oh, gee whiz, this is the one with the screen washed out. This is absolutely bad. So this is a demonstration where the screen clearly washed out on a venue projector. I was kind of looking for this one. We wanted to post this one too. That is absolutely awful. Let me back up a little bit so you can see how washed out the screen is. That is absolutely horrible. That's on a venue projector. That's not good. That's extremely washed out. Good gracious. I'm pretty sure these people went out repainted over the screen. They had to. Because that's downright awful. That is completely washed out. And the venue projector is sitting right there. It's right on top of the screen. And that image is washed out. But we did find it. One of these products we have here. But that is completely washed out. That's the reaction of house paint. House paint has the exact same reaction. That's really badly washed out. Look at this. That's horrible. Absolutely horrible. Look at the black on the beak. It doesn't even match the bezel on around the screen. And the greens are so washed out. They'll have to turn the lights up to try to improve that. The lights here and here, this is all washed out. So now they got the lights out, picture quality has improved. So they literally have to turn the lights out for a venue projector. Other than that, at least we found something, but it's not the best, but we found something. Here we got right here. This is Crow's also product here. Keep in mind, this is the same product that matched the network grade 773, so it is house paint. And we have, let's see, another customer here. Is this another customer? No, it's still him with the Cinemax. And a meter max out zone. Let's see. He said he's in a fully lit environment in this one. I bet you there's no contrast on the screen. I bet you it'd be strictly nothing but color. I guarantee you. Now this is what I find interesting. If you look at the demonstration in here, and these guys don't really think, your screen is washed out. There we go. Hold on for a minute. That's washed out, my man. That is really, really washed out. That image is not even there. People have to understand, when you're doing meter demonstrations, even though you can prove, anybody can max out. You can go into a well-lit environment and max out. Your screen has to perform in the maxed out environment. Now I want you to look at my demonstrations. This is my environment. You see the difference between my environment and yours, Jamie? You see how much light that hits that screen? I'm in an environment that's far brighter than yours. That's why I can go into my room over there and I can fire up 3 projectors at the same time, 2 in this room, have all my lights on. You can't do that. I can pull 100% contrast level in that same environment. You can't do that at all, period. Now, let me explain something to you. We're not talking about that. We're trying to find this product that don't exist. Where is this product? We can't find it. I'm going through your channel, one paint after the next. We found pictures, but keep in mind the Cinemax at the end of the day is network grade. It is what it is. So you really can't get around this fiasco. All right, so we found a couple products here. Let's go over here and let's pull up. Let's see, that's the Crow Cinemax. Let's go through the rest of them. See if they pull up. Let's go over to, let's go right over here. Let's go over to the UV mix. Let's see what comes up on the UV mix. See if we have it. Now, like I said, if you did any demonstrations on this product, it'll pop up. Now, so you understand this because we know you do a lot of schemy stuff at the end of the day. Let me explain something to you. If you do video demonstrations on this product, like pop up with these video demonstrations, all the more it's going to show that you're scamming even more. Because again, how are you going to have videos, sell a product, and then have videos afterwards when the product is sold? That doesn't make any sense. That's like going out and buying a PS5 and there's no commercials, no information, nothing on it. And then right after you have it, there's commercials popping up on it. Don't do that at the end of the day. It's going to make you look really bad. Well, you already look bad already. All right, let's go track down the UV mix. That's the last one before we get to that other one. Let's go over here and grab it right from here. And again, I can't express this enough, man. This is a venue projector. I work with venues. I got a venue right here and a venue over there right now I have in my environment. How the frick does the screen come up that badly washed out on a venue? You're sitting so close to the screen. Look at that. That is awful. These are supposed to be tropical birds at the end of the day. It's supposed to pop, look colorful. That is absolutely horrible. And if you notice the fellow who's basically, he's not even looking at the screen. He's looking right at his projector. Look at this, watch. He's not even staring at the screen. He's paying no mind to the screen. He's not even staring at the screen. He knows the screen is washed out. I guarantee it's probably a friend of somebody you know at the end of the day. Because anybody else, people that I work with at the end of the day, they would have never accepted that nonsense. I'd have got my airline ticket home. That's horrible. He's not even acknowledging the screen. That's somebody you know at the end of the day that did you a favor. Because anybody else, any other company, they wouldn't touch that with a 10-foot pole. They got to turn out lights in the front to get the venue to work. That's even worse. That's a venue. I'm pretty sure when they purchased that machine, they probably explained to the people how much light they have in the environment, because that's usually what people do when they buy venues or any kind of projector. They explain about the lighting in the environment, and they choose a lumen count that's going to work best in that environment, especially with the commercialized machines. And the fact that they couldn't get the screen to pull and it looks that bad, that's awful. Absolutely awful. But let's move on. We're trying to find this paint at the end of the day. I can't seem to track it down. Next one we have is the UV mix. Let's see about the UV mix. Let's go pop this up. The search. All right, this is the UV mix right here. And as you can see, even blanking out your name, Crow, you put that gray spot there. Why you got a gray spot there for? What's going on? What are you trying to hide at the end of the day? So let me see what we got here on the UV mix here. This is our unboxing of the UV mix right here, of course. That's our unboxing of the UV mix. This is more of one of Jamie's fake demonstrations. We know that from the door. All right, here we go, because we've had the UV mix. We tested it ourselves, so we know what your product does. We actually were able to make that product. Here we go. We got the UV mix right here. You can see right here. This isn't even Jamie. This is somebody else. This is Jamie right here with the trying to hide his account. I don't know what the heck is going on with that nonsense. So there's some stuff popping up on the UV mix. So it shows it does exist. There are some customers, and all the screen paints we looked at, they were customers, and you up there and us. But let's see about this other product you're claiming to have. Let's see if we can find this product. So this is a product that seems weird. This is a product called the Dark Crystal Mix. Crow's Dark Crystal Mix that we can't seem to find. And the reason why we can't find it is because Jamie went in and did a fake product, put a fake product there and trying to charge you $60 for a product that doesn't even exist. So let's see what pops up under your product. Let me put the search in. Got to copy and paste directly off your site. Let's see what we bring up. Us. Only we pop up. We pop up talking about how the product doesn't even exist. There are no videos. There are no pictures. There are nothing. Not even a customer has that product. And if you were to pop up now again and say, hey, it does exist, here's some videos on it. No, buddy, it doesn't work that way. How do you have a product that you're selling on your website right now that doesn't even exist? And you're charging people $60 for something that exists. What are you going to send to them? That's the interesting thing about it. What are you going to send to them? You're just going to make something up at the last minute and stick it in a container and sell it to them? Because that's what it kind of sounds like what you're trying to do. So that's considered to be fraud and scamming. Well, we got our video at 25, because I don't want these to be too long. So we did a search. We went through the website. We looked for his screen paint products. We couldn't find. We found some of the products we did. Wait. There's a couple more we're missing too. Let's go over to, because there's nothing on this product anywhere. It doesn't even exist. Let's go over to, let me see. I need to go over to the website. I'm gonna go over to that section for the overseas customers, because he has a couple of mixes in there. He's not even showing up in his regular shopping cart. So out of the selection, we have the personal mix Frankenstein. Oh, Frankenstein mix right there. That's the only one we didn't see. We got the UB, we did the hybrid, we did the personal mix we didn't do either. All right, let me go in here and grab this personal real quick, see if we can grab that and find that. Personal mix. Personal mix. And let's put down Crow 1177. We always search for that. Personal mix test. Couldn't find any tests underneath of it. So this is what comes up under the personal mix. This is what we get. We get the customer here that has the screen that washed out. Of course, he's in the dark on that one. That's me testing the personal mix versus product on YouTube Pro HD paint. If I got that right, Pro HD. I think it is Pro HD paint. Yeah. And he did quite well. His product was actually much better. That is the ingredients to the Metallica Mix 2.0. And that demonstration, we put the Metallica Mix 2.0 free mix versus the personal mix, and it matched perfectly. All right, so that's it right there for that. All right, let's try the Frankenstein. Frankenstein. Let's see, Frankenstein. Crows. And we're going to the original name, which he had it under 1176. Frankenstein mix. The original ones are under an ambient light projection mix. We can't find any of those. Oh, I forgot. We got to switch the keyboard now. There we go. So basically, this is what we get under the Frankenstein. Crow's Frankenstein projection string mix, save hundreds. That's Crow right there. Over here we have, here's our order form. We paid for the Frankenstein mix. Again, you can delete the videos. You have any videos on the Frankenstein here. Frankenstein 2.0, that's one video right there. And then we have an unboxing on the Frankenstein right there. The Metallica Mix 2.0, that's it. So we checked the Frankenstein, we checked the personal mix, we checked the hybrid mix, the Cinemax. We checked all your products. So what is going on with this freaking dark crystal mess? Because this dark crystal doesn't even exist. What is this stuff? Because what I'm reading in the description under this product, that's a description for the Frankenstein. Curious why he hasn't popped in here running his mouth yet. We know why. Because he's busted again. Boy, it's been like I said, bad week for this guy. sat there and ran his mouth on live stream, carrying on and acting up, talking about what copyrights, when it's going, and you got your answer. Now you know that the case was successfully filed. You'll be going to court soon. So you got your answer because you run your mouth so much. You started doing some demonstration and some black surface. We did those tests back on 7. So that's done already, taken care of. You tried to make our screen paint. That was a horrible fail. Your rollers came up gray. And you have no test under the product, which we'll be doing the testing ourselves on the product once we start making it over here. Testing is the test we put our black technology through, since you claimed you made our product, even though your rollers came up gray. We got a problem doing that. And now we're finding out that you got a fake product sitting on your website that doesn't even exist. And here it is right there, directly what he has on his website, Crow's Dark Crystal Mix. That's us. We're the first one to pop up, and we're in a live stream talking about your fake product that doesn't even exist. That is absolutely sad. You're welcome to come into the room anytime you want to and explain why you got a product sitting on your website that doesn't exist, why we can't find it. So we'll come back in again. Let's ask Crow, what the heck is the Dark Crystal Mix, and how come we can't find it? This is what I'm talking about. You got to be careful about people who put fake products on their website. Got to go, and God bless.